Aujourd'hui, grâce aux différents panels, les différents maquettes qu'on a déjà fait, ça m'a permis vraiment de voir qu'il y a des gens, des organisations qui sont beaucoup plus en avance par rapport à nous. Et j'ai pu apprendre là, avec ces gens-là, les différents mécanismes qu'ils ont eu à utiliser pour mettre les acteurs locaux, les communautés au devant des scènes dans la prise en charge des questions humanitaires. Donc là, les différentes présentations, les différentes discussions m'ont permis vraiment de mieux comprendre les questions humanitaires, mais aussi surtout le leadership local humanitaire.
Leo kwa ufupi ambacho naweza kukisema ambacho kimenishangaza ni namna ambavyo tumekuwa tukifanya kazi kwa kupitia Oxfam, lakini licha kuwajua tu washirika wengine, pia kujua kazi zao ilikuwa ni ngumu. Kwa hiyo niseme labda mchakato huwa tunapewa hata vijarida nini, tufahamu wenzetu huko kwenye maeneo mengine wanafanya nini, inasaidia hata kujifunza pia ni kitu gani unaweza ukakifanya kwa namna nyingine japokuwa mazingira sio yale yale.
Equitable partnership was very interesting because what I realized is that some of the actions in the partnership are not observing the partnership principles of mutual respect, equality. I was citing examples from the field because action happens in the field where you find Oxfam staffs are posing as maybe we are the donor to you. So you can imagine the relationship there is not good. So like for me, that discussion was really very beautiful.
The LHL Learning event has been both fascinating and interesting in its diversity of approaches, of kind of mechanisms to deliver localization, of its like way of working.
The good practices that I heard were some great, promising statistics about women's organizations as strategic partners in Oxfam country offices. So I heard in the Philippines, 4 out of 10 of the strategic humanitarian partners are women's organizations. In Gaza, I think 2 out of 8. In Iraq, 5 out of 17. So from Oxfam's perspective, those are good practices that we should try to replicate.
القيادة الإنسانية المحلية مصطلح جديد وهو حقيقة غامض بالنسبة لنا. هذه الورشة سلطت الضوء على هذا المصطلح وأعطتنا تفاصيل كثيرة جميلة جدا ومفيدة ونافعة. أيضا إحصاءات كثيرة وردت في هذه الورشة ومن ضمنها تقنيات عن كيفية الحصول على التمويل وقضايا بناء القدرات والشراكات وأشياء كثيرة من هالقبيل. حقيقة اللي لفت نظري في هذه الورشة هو جملة قالوها أنه يجب أن تقاتل من أجل أن تجد لك مكان.
I think it's important for Oxfam also to really venture on how local organizations will be developed as a whole, as an organization, not only on how to deliver humanitarian work, but it's about how Oxfam will support more strategic limitations being faced by local partners.
C'est que jusqu'à présent, on n'a pas encore réussi au niveau de Oxfam de changer notre manière de penser. C'est-à-dire qu'il y a l'impression que Oxfam se situe toujours comme la structure qui vient pour apporter aux partenaires locaux. Alors que Oxfam aussi peut recevoir des partenaires locaux. Et c'est un peu le socle du partenariat équitable. Autant Oxfam peut renforcer les capacités des partenaires locaux, autant les partenaires locaux peuvent renforcer les capacités de Oxfam.
One of the demands from Oxfam could be around local organizations to be ready for a competitive bidding for any projects and proposals that Oxfam and other organizations have been offering. Currently, it is happening like Oxfam chooses partners, but if there is an open bid and you apply from that respective geography, number of organizations apply to it, and based on your capacities, you are winning that bid and you get part of that partnership.
We asked Oxfam to develop a strategic partnership, long-term partnership, and hold our hands at least for a few times, put the cases. At least Oxfam guided, backed few local organizations to bid. At least you present such cases at the beginning so that you can demand from the local organization, see, this many times we assisted you from the back to put the bid, we win, you carry on. Now the time has come, you take lead yourself.
So we started working in humanitarian response in 2014 after our capacity was enhanced by Oxfam in 2013. The fact that they seconded staff for their staff to build our capacity was practical learning. We were working with them for 1 full year. They were sitting in our office. They were building capacity of our assistant engineers in hardware. They were building capacity of public health promotion officers and assistants in public health promotion, hygiene practices in the field. So it was learning by doing the actual work.
The way you have to look at localization is to really put all your resources how the community will be developed. The call for people at the center will be only achieved if we all believe that community organizing or community mobilization as a major strategy will be adopted by humanitarian organizations.
We spoke about so much variation in the way we apply rules that I'm starting to feel like this thing about we can't because the policy says it is actually an excuse. Because I've heard over the last 2 days so many times where people engaging with the same policy frameworks have been able to find workarounds. So in one country, you can't do it, but in another country, you can. And so I have to ask the question of how well are we communicating with each other?
If there was one thing that I could ask of all Oxfam staff is to understand the commitments that we've made. So at the moment, there's only a handful of people who actually know the commitments that we've made to localization. And this means that we cannot make the progress that we should be making.
Pour moi, le plus important dans ce processus de localisation, de leadership local, je pense que c'est le fait d'avoir la volonté d'y aller et de se dire que c'est un processus. Il y aura des difficultés, mais au fur et à mesure qu'on y va, on pourra améliorer les choses.